What's up out there? In today's off-the-shelf video, we're going to take a look at 0 Hour. Now, this is basically the epitome of what I envision the off-the-shelf series to be. I bought this game in early access a few years ago, and I just saw the other day, whenever it was, I saw the news bit that this released into full 1.0 release, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to install it and check it out. It's been a while since I've looked at this, and here we are with the video for it. So there are a couple things we're going to get out of the way first, which is that this was developed by M7 Productions and Atredo Limited from Bangladesh. And I believe this takes place in Bangladesh. And as you play through it, you'll see a lot of the decor and pictures and family photos and stuff like that is all from that area of the world, which is pretty cool. You get to see a different place. It's not the same old thing all the time. This was released on September 9th, 2024. It is currently selling for $18.99, no sale at the moment. It does go on sale periodically, so keep an eye out for that. There is no demo, and the reviews on Steam are mixed recently, but there's like a 25,000. The overall views are mostly very positive, with about 25,000. We'll get into the review portion of it here in a minute. What is the gameplay for this? If you've played something like Rainbow Six Siege or Ready or Not, it is very similar to those. So it's a grounded version of Rainbow Six Siege, as I would call it, set in Bangladesh. There is tactical FPS gameplay, so you're going to be checking your corners, moving fairly slow, looking for, finding where everybody is, but you're going to die quickly. So you need to be careful with that. There are various game modes like hostage rescue, bomb defusal, or deathmatch. And this one features single player missions with up to 9 AI team members. So there's 10 players total. Online co-op with up to 10 players, online 5v5 PvP, and you can customize your loadout, plan your assault, and stuff like that. So let's talk about the Steam reviews for a quick second. So this is mostly positive or very positive over the long haul with 25,000 reviews. Recent reviews, probably since this game released into 1.0, are mixed. And some of the problems that people complain about, a little bit of crashing here and there. I've not experienced any of that. They said it was in the multiplayer side. What you will find is people complaining about nobody able to play online, or they're not able to play online because there's very few players. So if we look at something comparable like Rainbow Six Siege, that I looked at it right before I started recording this. So as of today, at the moment I'm recording this, there was a peak total of 70,000 players within the last 24 hours for Rainbow Six Siege. It's basically all online unless they've changed something. I played Rainbow Six Siege a long time ago, and like when it first came out, I really loved it. It was a great game, and then they started adding all the little Star Trek phasers and crap in there, and I kind of lost interest in it. But it does have very little to no offline. There is some offline there, like you can go do some little scenarios, but it's nothing like the main. It's sort of like the main game, I guess, but it's not as you're there to play the online part. Then you've got Ready or Not. Ready or Not had a peak of 7,200 players in the last 24 hours. It does have offline. I do have that game. I'll pull that one off the shelf at some point. I also have 6 Days in Fallujah, which had 160 peak players in the past 24 hours. It also has offline. I know that one's a military style game, but it's kind of similar to the same thing where you can play it offline by yourself with a little squad. You can go in and shoot stuff down. I think all three of these, Rainbow Six, Siege, Ready or Not, and 6 Days in Fallujah, are very comparable to 0 Hour. Then I want to talk about a couple of other games that are kind of in the same general vicinity, not necessarily the same thing, and I have a purpose behind those. So we're going to talk about Body Cam, which has about 550 players in the last 24 hours. As far as I know, there's no offline. It is all online PvP or co-op or whatever they have. I don't own that game. I haven't purchased into it. Same thing with Gray Zone Warfare. There was about 1,400 players peak in the last 24 hours. No offline. I think that one topped out at some point with like 70,000 or 80,000 players when it reached its peak. And then you have 0 Hour, which is this game here, had about 4,300 peak lifetime, so that's the peak that it ever saw, and about 420, maybe 500 in the last 24 hours, depending on which day you check. So there's definitely not a lot of players playing this. This is comparable to, say, Body Cam or 6 Days in Fallujah, somewhere in that realm. Those are kind of comparable in size to the player base that's online. But Body Cam and Gray Zone Warfare, the reason I've not purchased those yet is they have no offline. Gray Zone has PvE mode, which I'm interested in. I would love to check that out. And it's not terribly priced. Same thing with Body Cam. They're not terribly priced. But the reason that 0 Hour And games like Zero Hour, Ready or Not, 6 Days in Fallujah, the reason that I really am drawn to those is they have an offline mode. And they're not just some disposable offline thing like Rainbow Six Siege has. It's like an actual offline mode. So my biggest positive with this game is the offline mode that it has. And you get extra lives with the offline. We'll get into that here in a second. So the negatives, we're just going to start off with the positives and negatives right off the bat. My negatives are going to be that if you're looking for a great online experience like Rainbow Six Siege or something like that, it might not be terribly active unless the player base picks up because is a limited number of players. It's probably a small, tight community that builds up around a certain day of the week or something like that. Solo mode can be a little bit tough. So if you're dealing with all AI when you're offline like that, so it is what it is. The AI can get in the way and they're not necessarily intuitive control. And then the other thing that's kind of annoying is this game keeps trying to install some Windows component like .NET Framework or Visual C++ or something. I don't know. I keep canceling it. The game runs fine without it. So I think I already have a newer version of it. It's just they keep trying to push an older version of that. So anyway, when we get into the game itself, there's quick match. You can go online. You can set your region under settings. I was set to Asia for some reason. It apparently doesn't look for where you're at. It just assigns you the area. There is co-op, there's custom, there's a little training mode that I've not bothered with, and then you can host a server if you want, and there's a whole bunch of people you can add on if you wish. There are like a career mode you can look at. There's different weapons. They've got like the SCAR in here, although it's not called a SCAR. What is this thing? Probably an M16, maybe an AR-10. I don't know if they say what ammo it uses, but you got the FAL. It's weird because they call this the FAL, they call this the SKS, they call this the Enfield, but then they call that's an M4. That must be an AR-10, but then like this is the MP7, but they call it an oppressor. So oddly, they have certain guns that are not necessarily what you would think they'd be called. The 50 Falcon, this is the Deagle. So I don't know. I guess they just didn't have the rights for those guns or something. I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of different weapons you can set. You know what I don't know and I've not bothered with? Let's see. I typically like running the SCAR. Can I put a flashlight on this? So I wonder if I can actually set all this up ahead of time, and then when I go pick my gun, it's already set up. We can put a scope on here. Let's do I haven't really messed around with this a lot. Let's do one of those things. Let's do a suppressor on the end. We will do, I think we've got a light, so we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do a foregrip on it. And, we can actually put paint and stuff on there. So, yeah, all right, cool, whatever. Oh, you have to buy some of that stuff. All right, I'm not going to worry about that. But we can actually save that. I'm guessing that's a loadout that I can use. There's also different operators. You can do attackers and defenders. That's probably for the online part. I don't know how much this is going to matter to me playing offline. Okay, so if we go back to the home section, there is a bit of a story to this. Now, I think there's 10 or 12 maps or something like that. I think basically each map, or in the offline mode, let's just call it offline. In the offline mode, you got to go into co-op to get to it, and then you just decide how many players you're going to have. And you can actually, in the start with AI squad, you can actually select, say, 9 players down here. So basically, when you die, you take over the next one in line. So you can start with 9 extra lives. So you'll have 10 lives total, which is pretty cool. But basically, each one of these, like this little terror house or the residential or the Cafe 14 or I unlocked these 2 yesterday. So you start off, I think it's with the terror house and residential house to begin with. And then as you play more and you get your score built up, you'll unlock more. So I don't have all these unlocked, but they're all different scenarios. Like the one, I think it was this Cafe 14. I think that was the one. That was gnarly. Like there was some really cool stuff in there. Some of the environments are a little more fleshed out and some are a little more sparse. So you may get some of that. Let's see. We'll do breaking meth. Now, let's see here. We're going to be on story mode. Once you've done enough, I think you get like a dog companion that'll come around and help you out. We could actually go deploy the dog. Yeah, let's try it out. I've not done that yet. So we're going to go start mission. Then there is, you can inspect this. This tells you what the rules of engagement are, tells you what the objectives you have to do are, things like that. There is like a little story mode you can click on.
Oscar 2 moving to the assigned location. Approaching checkpoint Bravo. We need eyes up top. Let Charlie 121 know we are ready to go.
Copy.
I'll skip out of that. But there's like a little story for each one if you want to watch what's going on. They're basically telling you the whole objective of what you're trying to do. And then eventually this thing will load. I don't think there's a loading indicator, but eventually this thing will pop up a start button and then you're ready to click that. And you get this nice loading screen for everyone that comes out. I think this is very well done. So you come in here and you select your weapon. I want to go with my rocked out gun here. We're going to, nope, I want that. And then we'll take the Beretta. Let's see. I don't need to change anything on here. There's different things like frag grenades, flash grenades, C2, night vision. You know what? I'm going to throw night vision on. Yeah, throw night vision on. There's a timer down here. Let's see. You can have the under door thing, smoke grenades, stuff like that. And then there's like door rammer and med kits and adrenaline and all that kind of thing. If you're ready, you could hit execute now. Otherwise, I didn't catch it at first, but that thing will time out and kick you out. And then on here, this is if you were going to be in a squad. You can actually sit down and plan your area and draw like, maneuvers through the building, right? And then once you're done with this, you can actually hit execute now. Now, as I put time into this, I found out a few things. So,
MS unit, be advised. The suspects are erratic. Stay alert.
what is going on here? A little bit of jankiness on the game. So I found a few things out. Let's see. That's the nods. Oh, they're firing already. If you hold tab, it's going to tell you... Hey, they're already shooting at people. So if you hold tab, it's going to tell you objectives completed, bring order to chaos 2%, neutralize this particular person. Basically, you cannot leave this and finish the match until you've completed all these objectives. That took a while to figure out because I thought everybody was killed. And these guys are going off. So anyway, you can't actually complete this until you've completed everything on the map or failed at everything on the map. And then you will get a like a little E prompt or something over here. We're going to have to deal with something. But you will get like a little circle, like a exfil type area that you're going to have to go deal with. Hey, buddy. You're noisy. Now, you'll see that we've got all these dudes here. And I think the squad control's kind of crappy on this. So basically, you just hold the middle mouse button and you can tell them to do certain things. Okay, go do your thing. You're annoying. That dog's very annoying. So, if I do that, he's going to come back and, all right, you go do your thing. So anyway, these guys, I don't believe you can individually control them. If I go into escape and look at the control menu, there is squad AI and it's very simplistic. Like, this is basically a $20 game. I don't believe you can change your controls, which kind of sucks because if I wanted to change anything, I would prefer to change it. But you do have door controls. Like if you hit F, you can actually like barely open the door and kind of glance through it. And then if you catch the middle of it, you can open it fully. And then we've got like flashlights and stuff on here. So you have to pretty much go secure your perimeters and things like that. Watch your corners. I got shot from behind, I think. These guys will actually come over and get you up. There are trip mines, so you will get things that like blow you up, and that does suck. And like I said, if you die, yeah, see they killed this guy off here. There is... ran out of ammo. There is an X, you hit the X button, so I've died and we're going to respawn. There is an X button. Let's see, which one was light? Oh, he doesn't have a flashlight. This is getting hectic. Let's see, can we move here? I don't know, it's kind of weird. The controls for these guys are just not good, I don't think. I think it's almost better to leave them behind and then park them in a certain spot so that they can be called on. That is a tripwire right there, so we need to cut this. There's like a hand grenade in there. If you don't take these out, they will kill you very quickly. And before you ask, yes, I know, before you comment, I know my gameplay sucks. I get it. Oh shit, he's still alive. But this is very much Rainbow Six Siege. Very much Rainbow Six Siege. There is lean. Should you choose to engage it. And the leader people will yell at you if you... Like, you're supposed to... You're supposed to shout at them. Okay, there's a grenade there. We need to be careful of that. It will kill you very quickly. But your talk or your whatever command, whatever they're called, they will yell at you if you if you're starting to just shoot people. You can kick the door. It just goes back outside. So basically, they'll put like little door alarms and stuff on. Can we open this up? No, we can kick it. I'm sure this goes back out. Yeah, you can also breach with a shotgun. You can secure weapons. And we have nods, so we can throw those things on. You can actually kill the power and take full advantage of night vision. Got a couple of them all at once there. These guys will throw grenades and stuff at you. Get these guys to fall in on me. Oh, so I'm about down. Let's see if these guys come get me. But this is pretty much the whole premise of the game. You can rappel up walls. There'll be little hostages you got to get. So there's some annoying things like the one chick with the baby. The baby's crying the entire time. That's kind of annoying. So you might have to listen to some odd sounds like that dog barking. Some of that got annoying. These guys are in the way. This is like a big problem here. We'll take the nods off for a minute. And there's the power box over there. Make sure he is down for good. So what we can do is come in here. I don't know what red blinky light means, but that can't be good. Yeah, we don't take prisoners. So you're supposed to take prisoners. Your score, you're supposed to actually try to apprehend these people. If we come in here and turn the power off, we can turn our nods on. That means we don't have to worry about all the bright lights messing with us. Look, man. All right, you guys need to chill over here and hold. So this is kind of what I've done, is just kind of... God, I can't even see up there. Why is there a light? Why is that... Where did I shoot a teammate? Okay, why is right click not work? That's weird. I don't know if you can switch between teammates either. All right, let's see. I haven't figured that out. I don't think so. I think the only way you switch is when you die. And there is a lot of stuff to check. I think this is very cool, though. I was a little iffy on making this video initially. There's my guys. So they're... Oh, no, that's not my guys. Okay. I thought that was my dudes, because they'll sit there and line up into a big train like that. Okay, well, we're clearing out this building fairly quickly. All right, buddy. So they're yelling at me because I shot somebody that wanted, you know, they didn't want to die. like they surrendered or whatever, and I blasted them. Do I have a flashlight on this thing? I don't think so. I don't know how to... T. Yeah, I don't have flashlight. Okay. Need to pay attention to the HUD here. Can we rappel up this? Yes, we can. So you can rappel up here, see what's there is to see. Get blasted. I tried to do the whole, click the R thing or the X thing to make them submit or whatever. That's weird. Like the right click is going kind of berserk. All right, we are back up at the very bottom again. Oh, couldn't get away fast enough. So this is basically how my sessions go. I just swap between soldiers, or not soldiers, but I swap between the little officers all the time because I end up killing myself off in amazingly stupid ways. Let's see if we can... Yeah, see, that's weird. I don't understand. Oh, I wonder if it's because we got nods on. Yeah, okay. That's why it's all goofy. So if you have nods on, you can't ADS because you're... that's actually cool. Because the night vision goggles hang out, so you can't really ADS like you normally would, so you just basically hold your gun in a different fashion. That's cool. That's a nice bit of realism there. Can we rappel up any of this? We can do this. So you can go up like windows like Rainbow Six Siege, and you can look in here and see what you see. Try to get people to surrender. Basically, you want to get them to surrender and give up. Try to arrest as many as possible. I did get one. Did not get him. All right, can we get over here? I don't think you can pick up enemy guns. He's got a tactical lever gun. Nice. We got here a Glock. They've got some decent weapons in here. A little AK action. Another AK over here. So they've got some decent weapons. I'd be curious to try this online at some point. I probably never will, but I'd be curious to try it. Like I said, you can close it if you just want to peek the door. You can get it over on the edge. If you want to fully open it, you hit it in the middle. So if you hit it over here, it'll slightly open, and then you can just kick the door open if you want. Let's see here. We've got stairs on this side. Is there anybody interesting over here? So they'll have like different scenarios. This one's like the meth scenario or something like that. There was like a doctor doing some weird operations on one. Well, that's one way of finding them. Oh. You can shoot him through the door. I almost wish these guys would kind of chase you down or chase gunshots. They kind of don't. So the AI is not necessarily the greatest. I don't know how big a team or how experienced these people are. I think this is their first game. I think it's pretty cool. Like you got chemical apparatus and stuff like that, but then the rest of the rooms are a little bit empty. I don't necessarily care that these things are not like super fleshed out. Oh, we killed the one guy, so now we just need to clear the rest of them out. If you get a hostage, you can actually interrogate them, and then on the map screen, it'll show you where the rest of the people are. It'll give you like a hint of where the next person is, so if you can actually capture one. As you can tell, we got a MAC-10 or Mini Uzi, whatever that is. We are not taking very many prisoners in this. Let's see, we came from upstairs. I'm going to guess this goes through here. You should probably follow the map. I kind of wish there was an actual mini map or something you could follow. It's kind of annoying to have to stop and hit the 5 key to pull the main map up. Let's see, we'll go down here. Try to see if we can actually finish this mission. Of course, you got to check all your doors and corners and everything.
Talk to MS unit. Follow the rules of engagement.
Hey, he shot at me first. All right, so you should be able to get up close to him. This is pretty much how Ready or Not works also. You got to go up and capture him. Let's see here. We can interrogate him here.
Loadout entry team. Suspect in custody.
So there's somebody over here. I think they were, nope, 5. So if I press this again, this guy is, I think he's down here on the first floor, I think is how to read that. We got to check the rest of this out first, though. Shotgun would probably be good for not having an ADS. And then there'll be places like this where you got to fall down. Oh, I did not get him killed. But there'll be places where you can fall in and go investigate other stuff down inside there. You know what? Let's turn the lights back on because it's kind of impeding my ability to ADS. Let's see here. We are on... I wonder where we're at. Are we in the basement? Or where the power is? Yeah, so we're in the basement, I guess. I think I need to go over here. I'm a little unclear where I'm at. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll go upstairs here. I've only put a couple hours into this, so I obviously am not the expert in this yet. I don't know that I'm ever going to be the expert in this, but they're yelling at somebody. Where are they running into people at? So they're shooting through the floor. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Was he up here? You will run into spots where the door kind of gets hung up and you can't get through. And basically what you have to do is close the door and get through. So it's got a little jank on it. Do I not have... Oh, I hit the B key. That's why I don't have full auto. Pay attention. So we've got a grenade over here. Yeah, I guess we'll just try to go in here the right way. So as you can see, missions for me do not, they don't go terribly well. Things get erratic and problematic very quickly. And there may be a lot of bodies left behind. Where are these guys coming from? Because we've already been here. We're at 81%. We need to... What else do we need to do? Arrest people? Probably kill off the rest of these guys or arrest them or whatever. Reload action in here, so there's probably some more people over this way. I'm guessing. There's a guy there. We have our next contestant. You can shoot teammates. That ends your mission fairly quickly. And oh, we're still going. Oh, there's probably one more guy to kill. Wonder where he would be. Wherever we've got that interrogated guy, we could go to, which is right here. If we can get the little pop-up to come up. He is way over in the front. Looks like downstairs, maybe. So we're facing this way, so he's off that way somewhere. Come on, get out of the way. We can't get there from here, but we can go back downstairs, and that is probably... Let's see, we're here. He's up in that realm somewhere. I'm still not quite sure how to read the map yet. It's kind of a goofy 3D representation that I don't quite get, but I'm guessing he's out this way somewhere.
MS unit, get on your knees.
A lot of bodies piling up here.
Put your hands up now before you get shot.
Not hearing anybody yell. These guys are in the way. It's kind of a headache to get around them. We've already gone through here. I don't know where he could be. On the map, he was in this vicinity. Unless he is up the stairs a little bit, which could be upstairs. I feel like we've already traversed this. Here he is.
MS unit, get on your knees.
Talk to MS unit. Mission
There we go.
objectives are accomplished.
So I took a couple penalties, and then it's going to tell you can exit out over here. So we go back down to the first floor. Come on, get out of the way, buddy. You're getting in the way. There is a bit of a stamina system, so if you run for too long, you will run out of stamina and won't be able to run anymore. Let's see, we can open this. Can we get out through here and try and not hit trip mines on the way out? That would be great. I'm good for hitting a lot of trip mines. Let's see, this is not an exit, is it? No. Let's see, we can go out this way. Trying to find your way around some of these places is a big maze too. I don't know if we can get out this way. Does not look like it is possible. Yeah, okay, there we go. There is an exit. So a lot of these places are a bit of a maze. Try to figure out how to play and get out. I'm sure if you played them a lot more often, it would be a lot easier to figure out. But that's it. So I did not really complete my objectives very well, and it kind of my gameplay reflects. Let's see here. Okay, got my K9. Let's see. Did we unlock anything else? So there's like, I could do the hotel or the embassy or something like that. And I need to, well, I did get a little bit of points on the terror house. But I don't know. I dig this. We've got, oh, I clicked the wrong button. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 different maps. So at least there's 19 different maps. And as you play through and get points in them, you unlock the next ones. It's not terribly hard to unlock these. Like I unlocked these two yesterday when I played through that one. I had enough points. And, you know, as you complete these, obviously you can be pretty bad at the game and still get far enough into it to unlock it. Your points just stack up. So it's not like you have to rebuild points every time. So if you do better on maps, you're going to get a lot more points and unlock a lot more of these. I think it's pretty cool. I really dig this game, and I love the fact that it's got offline. Now, if you're a prospective buyer on this, you may look at something like Ready or Not or 6 Days in Fallujah and be like, yeah, I'd rather play that, or Rainbow Six Siege or something that's got a healthy online multiplayer. But this game, for the price range, I mean, I bought it for less than what it sells for now. I caught it on a good sale when it came out earlier into early access. So I don't know, if you're interested in it, you might look for a sale on it. Be very aware that the online multiplayer part may not be that active. You may have to bring your own friends for that, or you may have to just play the offline co-op or get a buddy for multiplayer co-op, basically. But I think it's pretty cool. I dig this game overall. I'm glad I checked it out. I'm glad I spent some time on it, because I've really been getting that Rainbow Six vibe. The Rainbow Six Siege vibe. Like, I loved playing that game and just going through here and clearing houses and like rappelling down the walls and stuff and trying to get this in the PvP part of Rainbow Six Siege. You're not necessarily trying to capture them, you're trying to down them, or get the objective done. But in here, you're like trying to clear the house or whatever because I'm playing it on the offline part. But anyway, I really like this. I think it's a very cool game. I'm glad I took the time to take a look at it. And I thought this would be a perfect entry for this series because this is basically the whole premise of the series is to, hey, a new game came out and I'm checking it out, or hey, a new update came out. This game came out of full release. It's been a really busy week, so I've got a few other games I want to look at with this series as well. But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoy it, I will link the Steam page for this down below. And if you're just watching the video, appreciate the views. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.